Hello, can you believe this? Hello, it's a Lips phone. It's like one of those vintage ones. But it's not vintage actually. It's from Amazon. It was like $15 because those vintage ones go for like a lot of money actually. But I wanted it for my 80s room, and also I think I'm gonna do... Okay, all right, enough. I literally just started and I'm already annoyed with myself. I was just gonna say I wanted it for a photo shoot for my apparel because like one of my little like 80s shirts has a Lips phone on it. Anyway, we need to talk about perfume real quick because we've got some updates. So if you watched my finding my wedding perfume, I did indeed narrow it down. Twisted Lily had sent me a bunch of samples and was like, I'm gonna help you find your wedding fragrance, and I did narrow it down and I sent me the full size. And yes, it is Zherzhov and it comes in this beautiful case. Again, this is not sponsored. I'm just like keeping you guys updated. They sent the huge bottle. And I ended up going with Naxos by Zherzhov. It's gorgeous. My wedding is also not until for like 6 months. So could I change my mind 500 more times? For sure. But as of right now, this is the front runner. It's not even like, it doesn't even like necessarily fit the vibe of my venue. But it doesn't not fit it. It's just, it's nostalgic to me and it's so beautiful. It's like tobacco and honey and like lavender. If you like remember the video, I had a visceral reaction to this one. It was like, I think I was like cozy sweater, but it's also like reminds me of like my grandfather. It's just so beautiful and I love it. I love a scent that evokes a memory, you know? Oh yeah, Glossier sent me the big bottle of the You. Wait, this one has 2 thumb holes. Does it normally have 2 thumb holes? I thought it was always just 1 thumbprint, but now it has a dent on the side. Is that just for the big bottle? Or does the small bottle have that too? Has it always had that? Anyway, really exciting about the big bottle because I've gone through like 50 million of these in my lifetime since they launched it. Now I need to go look at my small bottle and see if I'm freaking crazy. I did my hair today. Can you believe that? Ugh, I wish my hair was done every day. I feel like I feel prettier with my hair done than when my makeup's done. You know what I mean? Like if I have like hair done, no makeup, I feel prettier than if I had makeup on, bad hair. Oh, here we go. No thumb hole. So now my question is, this is an older bottle. No, it's actually not that old. So it must just be for the big bottle. Coolio. All right, we've got more perfume stuff. Because I just went and picked up 2 PR packages from my mailbox. I know what one of them is. And it's from Juliet Has a Gun. I don't know what the other one is. So we're just gonna find out that together. But yeah, someone from Juliet Has a Gun reached out and was like, I heard you love not another perfume, or not a perfume. Why do I always say not? I get that mixed up with Another 13. And I always say not another 13. I mean perfume, whatever. Not a Perfume Superdose. And I do. I've gone through 2 of their travel sizes of it and I love it. I even got mega complimented when I was home in Philly for my brother's wedding. My mom and I went to, oh, it's from Verb. Oh, perfect. I need some hair stuff. My mom and I went to get our nails done. I think I had the Superdose travel spray because I threw it in my travel stuff because I was traveling, and I had like sprayed it on my shirt like days before or something. It was like one of these shirts that you like don't like wash every time. At least I don't. Anyway, at the end of my appointment, girl comes up to me across the room, mind you, and she's like, I need to know what perfume you're wearing and I need you to write it down on my phone. And it was Superdose. So yeah, so anyway, they reached out and they said, we want to send you a full-size bottle of that. And I was like, no freaking way. And then they also included their newest launch, which I'm very excited about. And I'm curious if I can smell it. I did look it up on Fragrantica, and it doesn't seem that they have any of the like, because I can't smell the original Not a Perfume, and that's because it has ISO Super. Hi, I'm editing this video and I realized I kept saying ISO Super, which I can't smell, but Juliet Has a Gun is Cetilox. Anyway, I just want to let you know that I'm not an idiot. But what is in Superdose is what I want to know, because I know it's still a synthetic. It must be a different molecule, or maybe it's not, or maybe there's hang on. No, not Sephora. I need Fragrantica. I need the experts. Come on, get real. It's Cetilox, pure Cetilox, which I'm... Hi, it's me again. Okay, so random. I made another mistake. Original Juliet Has a Gun. No one cared. By the way, okay, anyway. Original Juliet Has a Gun has Ambroxan and Cetilox. And I guess I cannot smell Ambroxan. And then so the Superdose has Cetilox, but like a more potent version, and that I can smell. Anyway. And I don't think that this new one, which is called Ode to Dullness, is a synthetic. Or the, what did we call those? Like when it's like those fragrance molecules that like some people are anosmic to. Anyway, I looked it up on Fragrantica and I'll tell you the notes right now. I'm freaking hot. What's my air conditioning? I'm done with, like, I literally, at this point in time, LA becomes so sickening to me because I'm just so sick of it being hot, and it's like literally mid-October. No, it's the end of October. It's like, it's the 21st. And it's like, it was 90 degrees yesterday. What are we doing? Like, and I know, like, listen, this isn't new. This isn't like an odd October for us. Like, it doesn't get cool until November. But this is about the time when I start to get pissed off, because I want to wear this shirt and I want to like do my hair. I had to like blow dry my hair like in front of a fan because I was sweating, and it's 80 degrees today, and I went to get, you know, to UPS to pick up my stuff, and I almost stepped in human shit. A pile of human shit. And you're like, how do you know it wasn't dog shit? Because you don't think you'd be able to tell the difference until it's right in front of your face. And it was human shit. Anyway, what am I looking at? Right. So why was I even talking about it being hot? Oh, because I need, oh, okay. I wanted to check what my Nest is set to right now. Okay, it says 73, but I need it to be like, Ted's out of town. So whenever Ted's out of town, I lower the, I can't deal, like, he like doesn't like cold, he doesn't like cold air blowing on him. Okay, cashmere wood, sandalwood, star anise, tonka bean. Okay, so it doesn't sound like there's any synthetics, which is exciting, or molecules, whatever the fuck we're calling them. Let's open it up and smell it ASAP. Beautiful. All right, let's try. You know what this reminds me of? It's kind of giving, hang on. It's kind of giving Cashmere Mist by Donna Karan. But let's see how it dries down. Cause like, I can't unsmell it now. It's like, and I love a powdery scent, so don't get me wrong. Anyway, it smells really good, but that's just what it's reminding me of right now. Let's see how it dries down. Okay, they also sent the Superdose. I'm so excited. I love it. I wish I could smell the Not a Perfume, the regular one. They sent the Not a Body Lotion. Let me see, maybe I can smell the lotion. No, I can't smell it. Anyway, I'm still gonna wear it. I'll wear it because I feel like someone will smell it. Oh, and they have a hand cream. Shall we open? Okay, wait. Okay, wait, it's switching up. It's switching up. Cashmere Mist. It's like, if you're not a millennial or older, you probably don't know what that is. But it's starting to smell good. Okay. Let's open the Superdose. I'm really excited to have this full size in my collection. I've been so close to buying it so many times, but you guys know I'm not allowed to shop until further notice. I'm gonna spray it on me. This smells like, it's definitely woody, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like clean woody skin. Someone said like on Fragrant Guide about like motor oil, and I'm like, I can kind of see how you would say that if you were like stupid and like didn't understand the complexities of fragrance. Let's see what Verb sent. It's their Ghost line, I think, which I love. And I was actually panicking because I just can't spend like a lot of money right now, especially on like frivolous things like shampoos and conditioners and stuff. But I tried, so the dry shampoo I use is Living Proof, and it's like $40, and I'm like, that's too much. And so, but it's like the best. And so I like went to Target and I like got like a $12 dry shampoo. Just terrible. So then I was like, okay, I'll get a $20, you know, I'll get it like a middle of the road. Even that is cheaper. Also terrible. Like I really tried. I really tried. But there's something about the Living Proof dry shampoo. I can go so much longer. I can go like twice as long without washing my hair. So we're saving water, we're saving shampoo and conditioner money. 2, it doesn't, you can't like feel it in your hair, you know what I mean? And that's huge for me. Like, there can be a good dry shampoo that like works, but if it starts to feel chalky, no. Okay, I just had to switch out my battery because, you know, it always dies when I'm talking, because I can talk till the cows come home. Okay, so we've got the Verb Ghost Oil, one of the best hair oils ever. Anyway, I just ran out of like the last of my conditioner, and I was like scouring my room because I give away PR like nobody's business. Okay, I donate it, I give it to friends. Friends know that just they come over and they know what drawer to go to in my house, you know, and they just come over and they just take shit. And I'm so generous and giving, and I love my friends that I'm like, of course, literally take everything. But then they like rob me out of house and home, or out of hair and home, and I'm like, okay, I need more conditioner, and then I don't have any conditioner. So this is actually perfect timing. We've got the Ghost shampoo and conditioner, and I love this shampoo and conditioner because my hair is easily weighed down, but I also need hydration. I need like lift up here because it gets oily and weighed down, and then down here it's like dry and very wavy and coarse. So I find that something like this, very lightweight, it's cleansing, it's weightless, perfect. And even like an oil, again, I have really dry ends, I need like hydration on the end, but something that won't make it greasy. This has been like the best that I've ever found. Okay, so we've got a heat protectant. This is perfect because I was just thinking about heat protectant. I've been I haven't found what I like, again, because they all like kind of weigh my hair down. And so this is interesting. It's this new weightless moisture and heat protection. Perfect. Ghost exfoliating scalp nectar. Interesting. And then what's this? Ghost air dry whip. Just wash and go. Air dry whip. Okay, perfect. Oh, I'm so excited. Thank you so much. But this was such a good haul. Okay, let me see how this perfume's sitting. It's getting like more powdery, but a little, it's like leaning more cozy powdery and like a little less Donna Karan Cashmere Mist cozy. First of all, you guys, update. I'm doing so well. I'm doing so well. Am I still struggling financially? Of course. Of course. But I'm doing so well mentally. It's like, remember when I started this medication journey and I was so like, I don't know, like, if I hope I'm not doing the wrong thing, and like I hope I'm whatever. Anyway, I think I was onto something, you guys. I think I was onto something, going back on my old medication. Not to mention, it's so much cheaper. I've had, since the 5 years I've been on Prestige, I've gone through, and I'm on the generic Prestige. It's like desmoxidine or whatever. I've been on it for 5 years, and I've probably gone through 3 to 4 different health insurance plans. That shit is always no less than $40 a month, and it changes all the time, okay? Guess how much I just paid for the Cymbalta? So I'm on both of them right now because I'm cross tapering. I just picked up my Cymbalta, and I picked up a new Prestige. And I'm looking at the receipts. The Prestige was like $48 and some change or whatever. I have good insurance, mind you. My Cymbalta, $3. $3.18. US healthcare is a scam and a joke. Anyway, so not only is it doing what it's supposed to be doing, it's saving me so much money. I love it. It's my baby, and I was just afraid to get reattached because I didn't know if it still worked, but I've been like feeling so good lately, and I've been like, isn't that interesting? Mind you, for the past month I've been on the full therapeutic dose of Cymbalta. And I'm just like, you know, we went on this trip back home to Philly for my brother's wedding. That was like that was weighing on me because I thought, you know, it's always really hard for me to go home. It's like that long plane ride, you know, just being back home. There's just a lot of like feelings. And then it was like the wedding and all that pressure of like, I've got to like be in the wedding and I've got to do a good job. And anyway, it had been weighing on me. I had no meltdown. I had no moment. I simply went and I simply came back. And I simply my life just kept on going. And I was like, a couple times I had to stop and be like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop. It simply didn't. Now I will say that I did double my Valium dose on the plane. Because here's the thing, everyone has their drug of choice for plane rides. Some do melatonin, some do like Benadryl, some do Xanax, whatever. There's absolutely, I have no judgment here, and I hate when people judge me, because if you're gonna judge me, then you don't have anxiety. You just don't. Because if I didn't take it, like I swear I would try and open an exit door. Like I just would. I just know it. Anyway, but in the past, or the past like several years, as I've been trying to work through my plane trauma, I don't want to call it trauma. It feels like trauma, but like my plane phobia, that's what I meant. I've been trying to like really work through that, because there has been flights in my past where I've handled it very well, and it was actually quite, you know, comfortable and boring, but not a huge problem. And then I don't know, just something happened, and then I had one bad flight, and then it just led to a whole thing. So when I think back on like my most pleasant flights, I was sedated enough to be like in my seat just watching a movie, not a care in the world. And I think my anxiety on flights have gotten so bad that like the dose that I had been, which was just the dose I always took on flights, was not, barely scratching the surface, barely making a dent. And so I was talking to my doctor about it and like really like explain what's going on, and he's like, I metabolize medications very fast, and so he's like, you burn through it, not to mention your anxiety is so high, it's barely bringing you back down to baseline. And so he's like, you need to like double. So I doubled. And I think like when I'm anxious, I'm like, I don't like to take the Valium. I do it on the plane because I know it's a necessity, but I don't like to take it because when I'm like in the throes of anxiety, all I want is control. And so like the idea of taking medicine, even though I know it's gonna like bring me that control back, but in my mind I'm like, no, it's gonna make me like loopy, whatever. Anyway, I swear to God, when I take Valium, like when I have like a panic attack, I could fly the damn plane. I could fly it. I could walk the straightest line you've ever seen. The most sober person. Anyway, so I doubled it. Boy. I was like, here she is. This is what I've been needing. And then I set a timer on my phone, and every 2 hours I took another dose. Boy, I got through that flight. Ted was like, you didn't even speak a word to me. Like, I didn't even acknowledge him. I was watching movies. I was like, I got to Philly just feeling so relaxed. And then I got through the wedding so relaxed. I did throw my back out though. Every time I fly, I throw out my back. I need to get that sorted. But anyway, I've had my back since I was 16. What are you gonna do? It's only gonna get worse from here. Once I got to Philly, I was so relaxed, and I think that made for a better time. And then usually when I get back from a trip too, I get more anxious. We've talked about this, where I'm like, it takes me a while to get resettled. I feel out of sorts. I feel so out of body. Like, I can't even explain it. There's dread. It's dread. It's pure dread. I got back. I like woke up early the next day. I was like, let's fucking go. I like went to run a bunch of errands. I like did pottery. Just all this stuff. And I'm like, could it be that I'm mentally well? Okay. So then I did this thing with my therapist where I'm like, I think I'm manic. And she's like, this is just what a good mood is. And I'm like, right. And that's when she reminds me, she's like, you have OCD. And that's why, you know, you think you're manic. Anyway, I'm not manic. Confirmed. I'm just, turns out this is what it feels like when you have like serotonin and you're just like excited. And I've been so creative lately. Like, I feel like I'm just on this flow. And my therapist like pointed out, she's like, this is where you were right before the pandemic. I was just like in this like really good place. I was feeling like in control of my life. I was feeling like things were moving, and I was seeing friends, and I was making content, and I was like just feeling good about myself, and felt like I had purpose, and I was creating art and selling the art, and like, and then the pandemic hit, and I like lost sight of who I was. I didn't know how to get it back. And I feel like I'm getting it back. Stella got her groove back. I know I keep mentioning that. It's making me seem like some millennial core. Anyway, yeah, I've been like going crazy on the pottery stuff, and I'm in the so I'm like gonna be selling it. Don't worry, do not worry. I'm gonna be selling it on my website, where I also sell my apparel. And I'm waiting to have like, I want like a good amount, like I want the launch, like I don't want to put like 4 mugs up there and then they like sell out, and then I'm like, anyway, like, you know, it's like, I'm like, guys, get ready, I'm launching my pottery, and I put like 4 mugs and then they're gone immediately, and I'm like, not to toot my own horn, but like they would be, right? And then it's like, thanks for nothing, you guys. Like, I'm not saying that to you, by the way. It's like you guys saying it to me. It's your like cool launch, right? So I'm trying to like get enough stuff where I'm like, this is worthwhile, it's fun, and it's exciting, and you can shop if you want, and you know, whatever. So I'm trying to like create enough stuff. And let me just tell you, it takes so freaking long. Pottery takes so long. I just don't know how I was doing it before. Like, I was just like banging stuff out. I think it's the difference is I'm hand building. I've been hand building. I'm on a hand building kick. I think I am gonna go back to the studio this week to throw on the wheel, because it has been a while. I think the problem is that I think I like don't like the wheel situation at my new studio, and so I've avoided it. And I think I just don't like change, and it's just different. It's different than my last place, the way I liked to work. And so I've just been hand building in my garage, and I'm loving it. I've gotten like really good at hand building, and just like I'm loving this like new form of pottery. But at the same time, I'm like, I don't want to neglect the other form, and it is, I can make things a lot quicker in a way, because it's like, well, okay, I could make like a bunch of mugs. I still have to let them dry for like 2 to 3 days and then trim them. You know what I mean? So it's like, it kind of all evens off actually. Anyway, all right, let's go. I've been like standing here because like I have my things that I've lined up, and I need to take it into my office, but I'm like, I don't need to do it right this second. That's just my OCD that says I have to. So let's go into the studio. Just kidding, it's just my garage. And my next step of my process is making molds to hopefully increase my output. I have successfully made a mold. It was a long time ago. But it is kind of a hell of a process. And it's a lot of work and it's a mess. But if done successfully, will hopefully cut out a lot of time for me later. I've got a bag of plaster behind me. I've got like these coddling boards, which don't make coddling boards at 2 in the morning because you will glue them on wrong. So I have to saw. These 2x4s are supposed to be standing up this way, and I glued them on like that. So interesting. I have to fix that. Anyway, the idea is that I can make a mold of a mug, a few molds of a mug, and then I can be making mugs while I work on other things. And then that just helps to increase output. And so I've got all the supplies officially. This plaster just came today. I've officially have all of the supplies I need to make a mold. I just have to pick a day this week where I have the balls to go through with it, because plaster, it's not my favorite. I'll be honest. It's not my favorite thing to do, but we gotta do it. I got some Murphy's oil soap, which is a release agent for the plaster. Didn't realize I ordered a 3-pack, so now I have probably enough Murphy's oil soap to last me for the rest of my life, and I can leave it in my will for my grandchildren if they're into ceramics as well. Anyway, okay, let's get into it. So here's all my stuff. I'm also making vases for the wedding. So we've got some vases. I might sell some of them. I'm just kind of panicked because like I do want to sell vases, but every time I make a vase, I'm like, it has to be for the wedding, because even though it's in 6 months, I need like 50 of them. And I'm gonna sell them after the wedding. So, but you know what I mean? It's like, I'm just excited for like this launch. Anyway, this is the perfect mug I made I'm gonna mold. Look at this, a little cutie hand-built thing I made. We've got this shell vase that I made out of porcelain, and I fucking hate porcelain, so we're done with porcelain. I've been loving these like hand-built vessels with the holes in them. Like, look at this guy and this guy, and look at this huge one. The glaze came out really weird on that, so I'm kind of pissed, but it's fine. Anyway, I made shell mugs too. These were like the first things I made, and I really like them, but I just think I've gotten a lot better at hand building since I made these a couple months ago. And some of like the handles, like I like changed the handles. Actually, just this one. No, these two. Like I was like trying out a new handle, and then I was like, JK. So I might sell these at a discounted price just because I just think that I can do better, and I have done better. Anyway, moving on. These I think I'm going to sell at a discounted price too, because the handles are cracked, because I used the wrong slip. I thought I was using the right slip, but it's porcelain slip, so they shrink at different rates. Anyway, I don't totally love how these came out, but I loved the idea, and I might revisit it. Anyway, these are gonna be full price, babes. Sorry, because I'm literally obsessed with how these came out, and I want to make like 400 more, and I want to like only use this mug for the rest of my life. Oh, it came out exactly as I pictured. Exactly, and I only made 3, but I made 3 more the other day, and they're being fired right now. So plates, we've made plates, folks. I'm not completely obsessed with how these turned out either. I thought this is like a white clay, but with the clear on it, it's like kind of gray. So I think I might remake it with a different clay, but I'll still sell these. But like, we've got blue, we've got pink, and they're all like different. Green, red, and I think I'll sell them as a set because, yeah, I think so. So I have 2 sets of those. And then look at this isn't the favorite vase I've made lately. I might sell this and then just make another one for the wedding because I'm kind of obsessed and I feel like someone needs this. And then I made this one too. And then look at this one. Little flower guy. Only the flowers are glossy. The rest is the clay texture. Why isn't it focusing on it? Anyway, yeah, so that's what I've been working on. So things are, you know, I'm getting close to having like a big chunk of things to sell. I've paused on the cakes. You guys, I've paused on the cakes because here's the freaking deal. They're such a pain in the ass. I'm trying to make one perfect prototype cake and I can't even do that. Like, my whole scrap thing is freaking these cakes. And then I made this thinking, okay, this will be cute enough to sell. And maybe I will at a discounted price. Look how the glaze came out. Like, I get that it was supposed to look like icing, but Jesus. I'm just like so annoyed. Like, why? Excuse me? Why? They're taking up too much time right now. I can be making more things that I know I want to sell. And so I'll revisit them at another time. Fuck you, seriously. So that's what I'm working on. I also have a whole box of samples here for my apparel. And I'm having a photo shoot with friends next week where people are coming over and we're gonna have a whole photo shoot. Because right now I just have like stock photos of the stuff online, or just like, you know, I want like my own photos. My girlfriends are coming over and we're doing a photo shoot, and I'll probably film some content around that. It'll be really fun. So that's what we've got going on. It's really exciting. Oh, I feel so much better in here now. I'm sick of this. Like, I'm just over it. I'm over it being hot. Like, I don't ever want to be hot in my life ever again. Anyway, so that's what's new. I'm gonna go for a bit because I'm starving and I'm actually just got really tired. I just did another drop down of the old medication yesterday, so day 2 is always the roughest. It's like I still feel really like good, but it's like hitting me a little today. So I'm gonna take maybe a little nap and eat a sandwich. It's kind of still still giving down here. Okay, bye. Okay, good morning. Eating a peanut butter waffle, so forgive me as my mouth is glued shut. It's noon. It's like almost noon right now. I slept in a bit. And I've been waking up early lately. I've been waking up early and just like get the day started. I couldn't sleep last night. I don't know why. I had a headache. I had a migraine. Also, like the medication. I kept wanting to say like mechanical. Wizard. He does this sometimes, or he tries to bury his food. Like he's like, I'm gonna come back for that later. Bud. Alright, I'll let you out in 1 sec. The heat broke. It's 75 today. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, the medication. Disarmed. I did disarm her alarm. The medication gave me some symptoms last night. Day 2 is usually the worst for me. Usually it's like kind of like fogginess, brain fog, maybe some like mild nausea. Last night was full derealization. Not full, but that was just like the only symptom. And it was like kind of intense, even though it was mild. I just kept feeling like I was in a dream. Like everything I did, I was like, whoa. It was happening like I was watching it happen. I wasn't watching it happen. You know what I mean? Okay, if you've ever felt that. You know how we call these white grapes? I've always called them green. And apparently so does Trader Joe's. Cause like they're fucking green. Let's cut the shit. I'm glad we're like coming around to that. Anyway. So, feeling a lot better today. Feel like I could get a headache today. I feel like I can tell in my neck. But so far so good. But the derealization only lasted for like a couple hours, and then it was fine. But then the migraine, and then yeah, couldn't sleep. Anyway, so I'm really dragging today, but I'm trying my best. My friend Cole's coming over soon, probably like 10 minutes. And I'm gonna help him with something. And I wanted to mention, Ted's out of town. He's coming back tonight. He's just been gone for literally 3 days. But I've had to do everything, right? I've had to feed myself and the cats 2 meals a day, me 3, and then the dishes and take out the trash. God forbid there's anything else that needs done. Let me just tell you something. As a woman, I don't take out the trash, okay? That's just, I think, you know, I am a very like liberal, progressive person. I'm a modern day woman. I can do anything, not trash. You know what I mean? Like, trash isn't for the girlies. Like, we shouldn't be touching a piece of trash at all. So, I just want to show you something, because like, you know, that like you always hear about weaponized incompetence from men, right? Where they're like, they do something bad so that you never ask them to do it again, and it's just like women are constantly doing things, right? It's terrible. And I've definitely been in that situation before. And so has Ted, because this is how I took out the trash. This is the recycling bin right now. What? Just like, okay. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I could deal with it, but it's like, I have to be thinking about what I'm doing for lunch. Like, you know what I mean? It's like, I've got a lot on my plate already. It's like, I could deal with that, or we could like deal with the more important things at hand. I also want to say, I feel like I need to preface this. When I say girlies, something's for the girlies, it's the girlies, I don't just mean girls, literally. It's for women, cis women. It's trans women. It's little girls. It's full-grown women. It's femme-presenting non-binaries. You know what I mean? Like, it's the girlies. We're the girlies. It's gender neutral. It's like being like, guys. Hey, guys. But it's a little bit more specific. We're like girlies. I don't know. Not every non-binary person, like, sort of, you know, is gonna feel comfortable with the girlies, but I'm just saying that's who I'm including when I'm like girlies. All femme presenting people. We don't touch trash. Please. I have to, like, normally I have blueberries. I put the blueberries on the top of my waffle. When it's just peanut butter, I'm like, I need some moisture. Okay, I defo got to get this cabinet, this shelf fixed. Look at these shelves, okay? These 2 floating shelves. This one, this bottom one, has been leaning. Maybe you can see it's like pulling away from the wall a little bit. Look at that. Not good. One little earthquake. It's coming down. All my beautiful glassware shattered, and I'll be devastated, I'll tell you right now. So I told my landlord about it. They were here fixing the window. This window was leaking. And they were fixing it, and I was like, hey, could we, you know, just fix this? And they're like, oh yeah, we'll just put a little extra bolt in there. But of course they have to be like, this, by the way, only decorative. It does not hold a lot of weight. And I'm like, is this not decorative? Sorry. I'm not holding my cast iron on it. You know what I mean? It's like, there's a tiny frame, a vase, a couple of glasses. Like, what else? If not this, then what? You know what I mean? And it's like, look, I know how to like put up a shelf, and I'll tell you right now, I know how to put up a shelf. And it's like, you put it up wrong, one, or like if it's leaning like that, you put it up wrong, or you didn't use a strong enough wall anchor, okay? Because look at this. Look at these shelves. Loaded to the gills. These are much smaller. These are fully hollow, so it can't even take as much weight. They're not going nowhere. Because guess who put them up? okay? So please don't do that. I don't like, I hate it when you're like, this is broken. Like, our garbage disposal's been making this weird noise, and I'm like dreading being like, this needs to be looked at, because I feel like he'll be like, don't put chicken bones down there or something. It's like, what? No one's doing that. Like, I could never just be like, things happen, things break. It's always like, well, have you been breaking the shit out of my house? It's like, no, just living in it. Hi. You back for some more food? Are you, sorry. I guess I kind of trapped you in there. Would you like a little nibble? That's what you buried earlier. My last landlord would do that. One time they installed a split. Oh, my last place didn't. It had one AC unit, wall unit, just in the bedroom. And I was like on the first, if you guys remember my last apartment, a lot of windows, a lot of light. It got really hot in the summer. So I ended up making a deal with them. I was like, hey, I'll pay you an extra $200. No, what was it? It might have been like, I might have ended up paying an extra $200 a month in rent for them to install a split, mini split AC unit. It might have been, I feel like it was a lot less than that, because I remember it being like a crazy good deal, because those things cost like $10,000 to put in. So I was like, increase your property value, I'll pay a little bit more in rent, in a few years you'll break even, right? Anyway, they went with it. First one they installed immediately broke. Broke. And they also installed it in my kitchen. Why? And so when I was like, hey, this thing you just put in the weirdest place possible, also, it's also broken. And they were like, what temperature did you put it at? I'm like, listen, just admit for once, like, please. Anyway, so they rented it, and I was also like, I'm not paying for this shit. Anyway, they redid it. It was perfect. I lived there for another year or so, and it was great. No accountability, ever. Anyway, my garbage disposal is making this weird noise, like grinding. We don't do anything crazy with it. Food goes into the trash or the compost. Anything little or extra goes into the garbage disposal. Normal stuff. And I know sometimes people are like, don't put eggshells in there, don't put coffee grounds, blah, blah, blah. We have a compost anyway. It goes in the compost. But I just know it. I wish I had iced tea, because I feel like I need a little bit of caffeine. But I can't do coffee, and I do have Diet Cokes, but my MBS has been a little triggered lately. And the like artificial, like the sugar-free stuff sometimes can be like a bomb going off in my intestines, you know what I mean? Other times, not a problem at all, but totally fine, but I don't want to wake the beast, you know what I mean? I need to give it a week or two. I feel like I do the best vlogging when Ted's away, because I never see a soul. Like, he'll be like, go out with your friends, and I'm like, 100%. I won't be out and about. No. I won't see a soul. I won't literally speak to another human while he's out of town. I just really take that time to like enjoy pure solitude. And I'm not lonely. Like, I'm a little lonely. Like, I'm glad he's coming home tonight, but I'm also like fine. Like, I could have seen a friend if I was desperate, but like, I was fine. And like, I just haven't talked to anybody. So the second the camera comes on, I'm like, okay, guys. Every thought I've ever had. Clothes should be here any minute. Oh, my buddy's gonna bring me a donut. He loves to feed your girl. He's a feeder. I'm just kidding. How do people eat like peanut butter sandwiches? Like, legit. I feel like it's like gagging me. I'm just staring in his face. It's kind of funny how your brain does that when you're tired. Like, it's like, we're just gonna turn off for 1 second. You can keep listening and stuff, but you're gonna be locked in and you're gonna look like you were just lobotomized. And then we'll be back. And it's like, I don't necessarily feel any better after that. What did it do for me? Speaking of lobotomies, when I was young, This is like kind of funny, but also sad. When I was young, you know, I really struggled with my mental health because we were just figuring it out, getting diagnosed, trying to find the right medication. Like, it was a whole thing. I was really resistant to things because I like didn't want, I was just a kid, I didn't know. Anyway, there were points in my childhood that were a living hell, needless to say. When I found out what like, I literally felt like a prisoner in my own body, just because my brain was so unwell and we hadn't figured it out yet. And I mean, we figured out it was unwell. We hadn't figured out how to correct it. Anyway, I had heard what a lobotomy was. I like learned about it. I was watching something, I don't remember, a documentary, and they described it and they're like, you know, they cut out this part of your brain and then you feel nothing. And I was like, no way. And I was literally like, I went to my mom, she can confirm it to this day, and I said, can I get a lobotomy? She was like, what the fuck? I was like, no, please, I wanted a lobotomy. And then she had to inform me, like, you wouldn't be like coherent anymore, like you would be lobotomized. Anyway, but in my mind I was like, we slice off the bad part, keep the rest. It's like mold on cheese. We go about our day. No, that's not what it is, but oh, didn't it sound great? All right, gotta take the meds. This is my lobotomy. I hook them all won't. Day 2 hair looking good, and it's because of the Living Proof dry shampoo. I'm telling you, it's iconic. I really like my hair color right now. This is just simply lack of funds. Like, I got highlights last year, like all the way up, and now they're like, oh, Cole's here. Subtle ombre. Anyway, we see my hair, who cares?
You guys got a new road? You guys got a new road? They did the pavement?
They did that a long time ago.
It's funny, you never told me. You never told me about that.
Oh, okay.
I got donuts.
I knew it! I said it to the cam. You smell like campfire.
No, I smell that. It's not me.
No, it's not that.
You have to blur that.
I'm not showing it.
Okay.
I'm just fully, he dropped something. Paraphernalia.
Well.
No, it's not paraphernalia. It's just secret.
Top secret.
Top secret work stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Cole's actually like, kind of like Elon Musk.
Yeah, but I work in the shadows.
Yeah.
I'm everywhere. People are commenting, why don't you post anymore? Oh, I'm posting.
He's posting. You just don't know it. He's posting everywhere.
I'm everywhere. And nowhere. I'm a ghost. What were you talking about before I got here?
Oh, my hair.
That's so fun.
Yeah. I was just eating breakfast and talking about, like lobotomies. Mm-hmm. I used to want one.
Oh, nice. I have a lobotomist.
You do?
I see him every week. Yeah.
No way. Wait,
Yeah.
You just get a little chunk taken off every week?
Yeah.
A little sliver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That explains.
It's recommended once a week. You shouldn't do the whole thing all at once. You got.
I don't think it's the whole thing ever.
Oh, my guy says eventually.
Hello, gang. It's the next day. Teddy's home from Colorado. Yeah! Woo!
I might be heading back
Woo!
sooner than later. Oh, just trying to get out of frame here.
No. Remember when I said I hadn't had much Ted! I swear to God.
That'll do it. That'll get ya.
You just farted on my stomach. Anyway, this vlog is probably pretty long. lungo. That's Italian because I've got Italian class tonight. And I've got a jet because I missed Italian class last week and I've got to watch the video. So I've got a lot of Italian, Italiano today. Oh gee. Oh my god, these guys have no clue what I'm saying because I'm speaking Italian. Oh, Ted got me an Italian book. Cookbook. Is this it? Yes. It's Pasta Granny's cookbook. And I'm gonna read it to you. After every class I like pick this up to see how much. I basically have like an elementary level of Italian. No, it's intermediate. I'm in an intermediate fluency, which is pretty good, but like also that's not fluent. And so I'll be like, oh, then I'm gonna be able to just fully read this cover to cover. And there's a lot of words I don't know. Turns out, got a lot of ground to cover. La mia prima visione di una nonna italiana fu un paio di ginocchia. Okay, I actually can read that. The main vision of an Italian grandmother is a pair of ginocchia. Spoons? That can't be right. A pair of spoons? What is spoons? Oh, cucchiai. It slipped my mind. Then what the fuck is ginocchia? Knees. Is a pair of knees? Well, that, you know, being able to read that didn't exactly help me understand it, if I'm being honest. Anyway, I'm gonna run because this vlog is long. I'm gonna edit it. And yeah. Arrivederci tutti. Ciao.